What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore. And I wanted to give a big shout out to the Bloody Deamon, aka Jay, who after I reacted to his track with DJ Ed, I believe it's pronounced, he reached out and said it was cool that he saw the video, and I was very keen to hear some more tunes, and so he pointed me to his SoundCloud, heard a number of tracks, one of which was available for download. So we're going to listen to the Bloody Deamon remix of a track originally from 1996 by R.Wagner. I don't know if that's, a play off the composer's name, or if that's just, like coincidence or independent convergence. Nevertheless, this tune apparently goes back to 96. I'm not familiar with the original, I wasn't before I encountered this remix here. But yeah, bottom line, I really enjoyed bass plays, and as I mentioned in that reaction, it made me keen to hear more tracks by both of these guys, and so once again, shout out to both of them for reaching out after I did that reaction. So yeah, we're going to listen to a Bloody Deamon remix of a track called, make sure I had this right, is it Listen Carefully? Yeah, Listen Carefully, by R.Wagner, and this is the Bloody Deamon remix. So here we go, and I don't see any. Yeah, it says the final pre-version, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly if this is 2023. It's at the top of his SoundCloud page, so I'm assuming it's the most recent track that he put on there. But either way, this is the Bloody Deamon remix of Listen Carefully, originally by R.Wagner.
Listen carefully.
As I said before, I love mixing the hard and wicked with the melodic and emotional. And Jay was telling me he does that in a lot of his tracks.
Listen carefully. I love the tension, I love the mysterious, maybe even dangerous atmosphere. And again, the melody. Castlevania, like that kind of vibe, but in a hardcore track.
Listen carefully.
It's like a haunted Gabber track. Those little like wood percussive bits. Really love the way they sound. And that like rapid fire.
Listen carefully.
Amazing. I love it. It's funny because like I've only heard that now twice. I heard it once when Jay brought it to my attention, and then this is the second time, like only a couple hours later. And I really do enjoy the like non-standard build-up. Again, like sometimes like when you hear a track like that for the first time, you're not quite sure like when it's gonna break. But once you know a tune like that, I really enjoy like a tune that kind of goes outside the box, does things in a way that are still rhythmic, still like intuitive, and yet non-standard, not necessarily what you expect on a first time through. So I enjoy the like innovation of the track in addition to all the parts, like the wicked Gabber, like early hardcore bass line, the kick itself, those little wood bits at the end that really stand out, the smashing cymbal in some of the parts, that wicked tension-filled riff, the little like, I don't know, it's like a sort of mysterious bubbling synth that was sort of, like behind everything, like behind the bass line, so it was sort of in the background, but all the little parts, they all add up, and sometimes like a little bit, like sonically, it's like, only a small percentage of what you're hearing at any given moment. A little bit like that, if it's crafted really well, I think can make a huge difference. So once again, big shout out to the melodies in the track. Big shout out to all the different parts. And yeah, really cool. Like it's it's funny to me as I've done these different reactions. I react to acid techno a lot, and some of the acid techno world, I already knew going into these reactions. But there's been a number of times where I've done like a hardcore reaction, and shortly after that, I've come into contact with the individual or the people in question, whether it's like Immutech. I mean, obviously, I've talked about meeting Formac and like all the hardcore that opened up to me, and eventually did reaction to like Twins Hardcore and Slugnoid. Met both of those people. So yeah, bottom line, the hardcore community is really fantastic in terms of not only just the sort of like positive and like enthusiasm for hardcore, but also in terms of like being really accessible and like cool people who just like to talk about tunes, and are really happy when people are listening to their tracks and buying their records. So again, big shout out to the Bloody Deamon. Big shout out to DJ Ed, I think he said it was pronounced. If I'm saying that wrong again, I do apologize. But yeah, like I said, looking forward to hearing more tunes by these guys. And yeah, if you don't know, like, check out the Gabberhead release. Go check out SoundCloud. And yeah, just like I said, support hardcore in the modern times, because hardcore should and will never die. In the meantime, my cat will sleep, however. So do let me know what you think of the track. And Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.